I'm Debbie with Basket Case Mom with Fab Finds, and I am here with another haul video. If you're watching back to back, you may notice that I don't change clothes sometimes because that means I'm doing more than one video in one day. So this happens to be Sunday. This is what I wore to church today. So I figured I don't usually work on Sunday, but I have some time this afternoon. It's quiet at home, and I have stuff that I need to get out of this corner of my dining room and over to the other side of the table for pictures that I'd like to do the videos on. So I thought I'd kick a couple out because I'm here, and why not? So if you're not familiar with how I do the videos, I will say things about maybe prices it might be worth, but I will try to pop up here in the corner a price when I looked it up, what I found as sold comps. So sold comps are actually what it has sold for in the last 30, 90, 3 years, whatever, on eBay. Sometimes if it's a complicated thing, I can look it up on WorthPoint. WorthPoint is a paid subscription that has comps for over 10 years. It does a more comprehensive thing, and they have different other things that you can look up things for marks and things like that. And I'm relatively cheap about what I will pay for and what I will not pay for, but I have been picking up some more pottery and things that take a little more research, and it was worth the investment to me to pay that subscription price for a little while and see how it can help me, or if it does help me find prices and, you know, get a little more value out of the things I'm picking up. If it doesn't, then I can always just cancel the subscription. But a lot of people that are in the community of resellers do use this feature, and they do like it. I am not paid. I'm not promoting it in any way. I'm just saying I'm trying it, and we'll see how I like it, and I'll let you know, But anyway, so today we are doing a haul video, and this is stuff that I picked up at various different places, and I'll try to tell you where I found it, what I paid for it, and how much I believe it's worth, and then I'll pop up here what I researched and found it to be worth, and then I just take it and I'll take pictures of it and get it listed as quickly as I can, which is, all relative, technically, but anyway, here we go. So, I had said on a previous video that I had watched a reseller that sells baby clothes, and that's not something that I generally would have looked at before. But since I found out a little bit more about Oshkosh Bagosh items being worth a little bit of money, and sometimes usually they sell for a lot cheaper than grown-up clothes, honestly. So I picked a couple up, and then I stopped by. I was getting my hair done. I had to wait for my appointment, and there was a Once Upon a Child next door, so I wandered around there. And I actually found a couple pairs of cute Oshkosh Bagosh little things. So these are short alls, I think. And these are a little bit bigger size too. I believe it's like a 4T. And the short alls do okay. The long ones do too. All the Oshkosh, when it has vest back on it here, and the Oshkosh, they all do well. The vintage ones do way better than the newer stuff, always. So definitely, if you can check your tags and you can figure out which ones are older. These are not older, but it is interesting to learn a little about it. But this is something you can find at yard sales and things like that, and the Oshkosh shorts and overalls, just the plain jean ones, do well. I had showed one in the last video that I did that had the checkered flannel lining. Those do quite a bit better. Of course, it's spring now, so that's not as good now as they'll do in the winter, but that's okay. And the short alls that have dinosaurs and truck patterns and things like that on them, always look them up because some of those are worth close to $100, sometimes more than that. So I know that's crazy, baby clothes, but truly that's it. It's the same as the fancy little dresses that little girls can wear that are like, circle dresses, that are toddler dresses, that are pageant dresses. When you find those are worth hundreds of dollars as well. So this one has a little patch mark on it. There's not a patch, it's just a mark of a patch. But anyway, that's, what we got here. So these are also, I think, they're little cargo ones. They have little cargo things so they can carry their little hammers with them. So cute. Anyway, this was at Once Upon a Child, which is, by the way, a little more expensive than your standard thrift shop, but still not bad. They were $5.50. Probably go for $20. Okay, so not a bad one. These are really cute. This has dinos on the shirt, so I couldn't find the shorts with the dinos on them, but I found them on the shirt. And I thought, this shirt is Oshkosh. The little khaki overalls are Oshkosh. They're super cute. I want to say these are a toddler size as well. And it was $8.50 for the 2 pieces and $25 to $30 most likely, because it is 2 pieces. This is also a whole outfit, also a toddler size. I think I want to say it's a 2 or 3T. So hard. I haven't had a toddler in a while in the house, so but these are just blue, like khaki cotton overalls, super cute. Again, it was $8.50 for those, and I want to say the day I was there too that they were like sale. Some of the stuff was on sale. Can't tell for sure. I don't remember. I don't have the receipt near me, but again, probably $20, $25. So not bad, but you know, I was looking around and wanted to see. So we'll see how they do. Anyway, this guy here is an Aurora. And that's an older Aurora tag, I do believe. Was made in Indonesia. He has beanies in his feet. He pelts in his feet. He's a hippopotamus. And he was at the expensive thrift store, so he was $4.49, but 25% off, because that's always the day I say shop there is the 25% off day. So, but I believe I think he was like $20, $25. Again, you'll see it up here. The correct answer will be up here. So this is just a baby blanket. It's got minky bumps on that side, regular minky on that side, satin edge, always a good thing. And this is First Impressions. So I don't think it's vintage or anything, but it's blue, it's pretty, it's a nice size, and it's in really good condition. I'm going to say it was $5, 25% off, so $1.25 off that, $3.75. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be probably 15 to 20, but I will, again, I don't remember because it's been a while since I looked at these, because I got a lot of things all at one time and I've been kind of going through them. So this little guy is a snowman. He's so cute. This was after Christmas anyway, and he may be out of a bag, because I bought some bags at the Goodwill, and I did most of them in the last video, and everything was under $1. It's a Greenbrier International, which is nothing exciting. Bread and butter, probably like 8 to 10, something like that. This is a little ornament guy. He's got a little hat on him. He's got a little face. He's older too. You can just tell touching him. He's got that kind of a little, he could be crunchy, he's not, but he could be. Oh yeah, Hallmark, 1981, Republic of Korea. So I'm going to say 12 to 15, but again, I will put it up there for you. This is another one of those little lovey blankies. He's got the tags on the side here. This is a Spark Create Imagine. I think that is a Walmart brand. I said Target before. There's a little string I gotta cut off. It's got the little clip to hook it on to the car seat or the stroller, and it's got a little hedgehog on it, and it's just minky material. So the tags are not taggies, they're tags if they're not Mary Meyer, so make sure you say that. But 10 to 12 probably. This is Playgrow. Again, it's a stroller toy. I'm gonna have to check this, and I'll tell you why. Because this baby is quite the caliper clip thing. It does have like a delay, so I don't think it would hurt anybody. Honestly, it's not going to hurt anything, but it does hold on. But it's not hard, like it doesn't clamp down and hurt. But I want to make sure, because things with stuff like that sometimes create problems, and it's also one of those vibrators. Well, that's not the right word, but you know, it vibrates. You know what I mean. Get your mind out of the gutter. Anyway, it's called Sunshine Kids. It's got little knots on it and a little spiral tail, and he's a tiger. He's really cute. So I hope he's not, I will check the recall list because you don't want to get a Vero. But I was worried about the clamp, but the clamp is not clampy. It's very soft, so I think it's okay. This is another ornament. It's a little ballerina, and it's a horse. How cute is that? It's got little teeny, look at the little teeny roses on there. It's darling. It's made in Philippines, and the legs are jointed as well. So look, she can arabesque. My daughter took dance. I did not. I have 2 left feet. Anyway, I could dance like at a club back in the day, but no. Anyway, like I said, under $1 for her. I'm gonna say maybe 8 to 10. Could be more. You never know. So this is a little lammy. That's a little. It says precious as a lamb. Also, I got to get that over there to the other side because this is a good Easter thing. And Easter be a coming. It is also Hallmark. It isn't vintage, but it is clean and very good condition. And, you know, anytime you find white things in a bag or a box or, you know, at a thrift store and it's clean, it's a miracle right there in itself. So, probably $15. Hallmark stuff does decently, honestly. It depends on what it is, but it does do pretty decently. Okay, so this is a little Elmo Sesame Street. It's got the Sesame Street tag. He's got little chew on me things on the arms. They do not appear to be chewed upon. He does rattle. It is from, doesn't have a date. I thought it did, but it doesn't. So I'm going to say bread and butter, 8 to 10, maybe a little less. The things like that don't do great unless there's something very special. So I don't usually pick them up because they don't do great. So this guy here is cute, and he's terry cloth. But someone wrote on him in fabric pen, I love you, which is sweet. But I'm not a fan. So I'm going to see what I can do. I don't remember who he was, but I do remember without the I love you on, he was worth a decent amount of money. He's got a little teeny hole which is stitchable. So I'm going to play around and see what I can do about removing the weird puffy pen stuff that's on his belly. If he's decent and nobody minds I love you, who knows, it might be fine. But he would, again, in a bag. I didn't control the purchase of that. He just was in there with other things that I looked at that I did want. So if it's a loss, it's not a big loss. It's under $1. This guy here, I don't remember either, but I did look him up because he's a weirdo. I do like the weirdos as a rule. He is something German. Grunerd, Gruneerde. Maybe not. Maybe German. It could be Swedish. Could be Norwegian. All those languages are languages I'm not at all familiar with. So if it's any of the things that I just said and I'm unfamiliar, then I apologize. Because who knows? I know Nicht, N-I-C-H-T, is German. So I'm going to go with German. But if it's not, I apologize to all the languages that have some Germanic words in them, including English, by the way. We have quite a few Germanic words. Actually, a lot of them are profanity, but, you know, that's just the way it is. They weren't always profanity, but they are now. So anyway, that's the tag, which is cool. It is an organic toy. It's a little clown or doll in a nightcap. He's got like a terry cloth. He might be a bath toy even, because he definitely has that washcloth kind of feeling to him. But he's cute, and his little outfit's knit, and it's a little stocking cap. So probably $10, $12 maybe, but could be more because he's a weirdo, and weirdos tend to do good. Okay, so remember I said it's not taggies unless it's taggies. This is taggies. See, that would be taggies, and you'll see on the back the taggy, it says Mary Myers baby. Mary Myers makes taggies. All taggies belong to her. That is copyrighted. It's her name. So any other thing with tags on it is not taggies. It's just tag. So this is a lovey. And what we call this is a flat body. Flat body means it's a body that got flattened and has paws or hands all the way around the blanket. And then this has some little silky satin bones on there with some tags on it. And it's pretty cute. And it's in not bad condition. It's going to need a bath though, because it's not in perfect condition. But it has a terry cloth kind of velvet velour head. And he's lime green, which is cool too. But I'm going to say probably, all things being equal there, that I got to back up a little bit because I keep going too close to the camera. Sorry. I'm going to say probably 10 to 15, but could be a little more because you never know about these things. All right, so this here was $4.49 at the Goodwill because the Goodwill, you know, is that they just do what they do. I refuse to talk about them anymore. Five Nights at Freddy's. This is sister location. It's 2017. Scott Cawthorn, who is the guy that created Five Nights at Freddy, which I think is some kind of internet thing. Like, I don't know. Anyway. But the Five Nights at Freddy characters are very, very, very popular. And they tend to do fairly well. So I'm going to say probably $15. This one might be more because some of them do a lot more than others. But most of them are in the $15 range for that size. Some of the special ones can go up for $100, like a, you know, Comic-Con-y things and things like that. I don't know if there are anything for that, but anything that's like specialty can be a whole nother animal. And speaking of whole nother animals, this is an Infantino. It's another one of those little chew-upon toys that has not been chewed upon, thankfully. But it is a narwhal. Yeah, a narwhal. I haven't seen one of those either. I mean, I know what they are. My daughter and I did Girl Scouts, so I know all the fantastical character kind of animals because, you know, back in the day, when narwhals first came into being, I was like, why does the whale have a horn? That's not a whale, it's a narwhal. What's a narwhal? It's this thing, it's like a unicorn, but it's a fish. Oh, okay, great. Well, you don't have the heart to say, it's not real. It's not a real thing. Like unicorns aren't real either, but unicorns, however. So I have another business called Go Godly, and amongst the many things I have been doing over the last several years for this is writing curriculum and getting things organized for the part that's called the Kingdom, which is like a kids online Sunday school kind of curriculum, but it's more fun than that. Think, you know, that like scouting and your Sunday school had a baby and made it an online video game, and that's what we got going on right now. But anyway, one of the curriculums is called God's Circus or something, or Weird Bible maybe. And one of the things in Weird Bible, it talks about the animals in the Bible that we don't know what they're talking about really. But one of them is a goat with a horn between its eyes. A goat with a horn between its eyes. I'm going to go with a unicorn. One horn between its eyes, by the way. That was a unicorn. So maybe not a mythological creature. I mean, it depends, you know, on how you want to do things, but it's in the Bible, so that's kind of cool. But I haven't seen a narwhal in the Bible unless that was the big fish that swallowed Jonah. I don't know. It didn't say it had a horn. Just saying. Anyway, this does not say the name of who it is, but I know who it is. I will pop the name up here because it might be IKEA, but I don't think it is. But it's cool. It's not worth a lot of money, $5 to $8 maybe, which is fine. But again, the things that were in the bag, along with this very cute little thing. And I have a zebra one in my stash, so I think I might pull the zebra and put these together. This is an Infantino, and these are ankle like rattles. Put them on the wrists or their babies, little babies, wrists or their ankles. And when they kick or fuss around, they rattle and they crinkle and they make noise, which is fun. And they're stuffed, so they're kind of cute. And I think I have another one, so I'll probably put them together since that one's a zebra. And then there'll be two little zoo animals. This was $4.49. 'Tis a kangaroo. And the main reason I bought it is the kanga part, the little baby kangaroo, is in the pocket and it's still there. What are the odds? Like, I'm sorry, but I've seen enough stuffed animals to know that baby's not in there. So there's going to be somebody looking just for that baby. Okay, I'm telling you. So this is it's also an odd company that I had not heard of, I believe. It is Royal Plush Toys from Sunnyvale, California. So I've not heard of them before, but he's awful cute. Look at that cute. Look at that cute face. So, you know, and a lot of these kinds of things that are made by things like that. Wild Republic is another one. Are sold at zoos, actually. So it could be one of those. It doesn't have, sometimes it has a zoo name on it. I'll tell you, Build-A-Bear, St. Louis Zoo, I think it is. Build-A-Bear from there. Some of them are worth hundreds of dollars. So if you ever find a St. Louis Zoo Build-A-Bear that's like animal, definitely look it up. Some of them are worth incredible amounts of money. It's craziness. So yeah, again, it's a bear. So now I've been trying not to pick up too many bears because bears don't sell very quickly because they're bears. Although I say that, you know what I think? It's not that bears don't sell quickly, because plush in general doesn't move very quickly. It's not like in and out. Sometimes some things do, but most takes a while to go. It's not a quick turnaround on plush. And they take up a lot of room. So if you don't have a lot of room, this is not the area to get into. Look at little things. But there are a lot of bears. And there are a lot of cute bears. So you tend to have more bears in the plush environment than you do other animals. Therefore, people don't have bear pets generally. So lots of pet things get picked up, cats and dogs, sometimes birds. But bears are just bears. So unless they're really unique or really old, sometimes they do take a long time to move. So I am a little more careful about picking up bears. But Gund is trying to kill me because Gund has some of the absolute most stinking cute bears. The snuggle bears. Oh my gosh, they're little curved, softies, so soft bears. And they're a different color. Oh my goodness, I have them in a few of them. And I want to keep them. I won't keep them, but I want to keep them. Anyway, but they're so cute. And the colors, some of the colors go for far more money, like 50 and up, than the other colors do. I mean, like white goes for around 50 too, but the tan one, the black one, the brown one don't do as well. This is a tan bear. His name is Bear Face. Because look at that face. Look at that nose. Oh my gosh, he's so cute, and his little tummy. So, okay, he's a bear. He's a bear. I paid $3.49 for him at the Goodwill. I had a discussion. I said this in another video. I literally do this. You're a bear. I'm not buying bears. Bears don't sell. What? Oh, you promised you'll get adopted? Seriously? You're not just saying that so I'll buy you, will you? No, you're not a fibber. You're not a fibber bear. No, you're not a fibber bear. Okay, I'll take you home. That's what happens. That is what happens. How could you say no? He's not a fibber bear. Okay, so that means someone's going to adopt him. Look, he's praying that someone adopts him. So, so I'm going to say he's probably around 20, but we'll look him up because some bears are worth more. But again, they're all going to take a minute to sell. So again, this is from Goodwill. They're now pricing up ties just to make me want to smack them in their heads. This one was $2.49. It's nothing that I would distinguish. No offense to the person who this is, but it's a nice quality. It's silk. It's really pretty. It is by a famous person, Steve Harvey. I do like Steve Harvey. He cracks me up. But this has like a circle pattern in it. I don't know if it's going to show up in the camera. Oh, there you go. It's got a circle pattern on it, but it also has the stripes in it. It's like a satiny silk. It's a pretty goldy yellow color. It's got that great tags on the back, plus the keep, and he has a nice thing in the tip. That's called the tip, by the way, boys and girls. I was working on ties this week, so I was looking that up. So I picked up that one, and then I picked up this one too for the same exact reason, because look at that pattern. That's spectacular. And it's orange, and it's so pretty, and it's, again, this super nice weight. And it's by Scott Allen. Again, Nobody I've ever heard of. That doesn't mean a darn thing, by the way. But, you know, Versace, things like that, they do really well when you can find them. And yes, you will find them. And this is microfiber, which is not silk, but that means it's probably washable, which is always a benefit. I don't know. I don't read the sign language, but it does look like there's no washing and no drying, but you can iron it. So I'm going to say, I guess it's a dry clean only, but it is microfiber. And it does feel like silk, and it's not, lots of times if it's microfiber polyester, it feels cheap and it doesn't feel nice. This one feels very nice, so, and it's cute. And then the last one amongst is, again, another Steve Harvey. These were all $2.49. And this is just a floral, but I thought it was really pretty. It's purples and blues on a gold background. And it's not, it's a little boho, but it's not garishly so. Although garish can sell. Like don't let the garishly floral things throw you, because there's always those people out there that still like that kind of stuff. So it's all good. So anyway, I'm going to end this one here, and then I'll see you on the next one. But please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you saw that was cool that you haven't seen before. Also, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button so that the YouTube algorithm people know that I'm putting up content pretty frequently now, and that I'm trying to get the hang of this. And I'm actually think I have conquered some of the stuff with my editing software. Woohoo for that. And I appreciate so much you taking the time to watch this video. I hope you like the content. I hope you like the stuff that I'm finding here and there. And I will catch you on the next one. See you later.
Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus. My soul's in